6 ways to look cheap while wearing jewelry. What is the point of this video? Well, the point is so you don't make these mistakes, so every piece of jewelry you wear actually enhances your look, your attire, and yourself. So that is what we will be discussing today. That has been a very common requested topic, and I made another video about jewelry, which I will link down below. It's what to purchase, how much you should invest into it, all of that jazz. So before I get into anything else, I want to introduce myself. If it's your first time on here, my name is Karina. I make videos about how to become the best version of yourself, and for that I also have the $1 Million Lady program, which discusses our mindset, how to grow it, how to grow from the inside out, including our external appearance, beauty tricks, and also how to shop so you can look the best in the body that you have, and how to look elegant, sophisticated, and wearing things that actually fit you. And that includes jewelry, which is what we will be discussing today. So the first tip that will make you look cheap while wearing jewelry is wearing a lot of it. I've said this before, and you are not a Christmas tree. The attention needs to be on you, because who really looks at the Christmas tree? Everybody looks at the ornaments, and you don't want to be in a position like that. That doesn't just apply to inexpensive fashion jewelry. This also applies to luxurious jewelry. Have you ever seen people stack 4 Cartier bracelets, maybe with some other brands, a Louis Vuitton? They have a bunch of rings and necklaces. That's not what you want to do, because that takes away attention from you. It's almost like you're shifting attention to try to say something with what you're wearing. For luxurious items, it may be that look at the money I have, or look at the money I'm trying to look like I have. And for really fashy, blingy jewelry, there just really isn't a point to do that. So the minimalistic approach is better. The second thing is jewelry is not meant to be cheap. Jewelry is meaningful. It should have meanings. That's why people wore it in the first place, right? Is because it has a type of symbolism. Back in the ancient times, or in a lot of traditions right now, jewelry represents something. It doesn't just go on for no reason whatsoever, but I think we lost that concept in the spur of all this materialism. So when you are considering your next jewelry piece, instead of spending a lot of money on cheap little flimsy jewelry, consider saving that and even buying one item that could match everything that will last you a lifetime. For example, silver, that is a very affordable piece, or even things that are well plated, like plated with gold or plated with something else, another precious metal. It doesn't have to be extremely expensive, but it is more meaningful than buying some metal that will erode with a couple of wears. This is also a good opportunity to kind of add this to maybe a Christmas wish or a Valentine's or a birthday present, whatever it may be. That's a great way to collect meaningful jewelry, and the person who gifts it to you as well, it's really something that you can hold on for forever. It doesn't go bad. That's the type of jewelry that I absolutely love wearing. Everything is meaningful. It has a meaning. It's been gifted or bought at a very special occasion, and every time I wear that, I just feel positive and happy. It's not just like I'm putting on cheapy things and walking around like a Christmas tree. The third tip is, again, I touched on it earlier, and that is using it as an investment. Some expensive jewelry pieces, if they are limited edition, do actually go up in value. I have a certain watch that actually I purchased a few years ago, and it twice in its value, which is crazy, just because they made a limited number of them. But of course, that's a very rare situation. It happens with a very small percentage of pieces because they're usually in surplus. But in terms of an investment, it doesn't necessarily have to be even monetary. It could be something that is on a sentimental level, right? If someone gifts you something for graduation or for an accomplishment, that's so incredibly memorable. And every time you put it on, you just have a positive emotion. Which actually brings me to my fourth point, which is you feel good when you wear jewelry, or that's what it's supposed to be like. You're not supposed to feel cheap, like you got this at a swap meet, or you bought a $5 ring and it's corroding on your finger and making it turn green and smells weird, right? You want to feel luxurious when you wear it. And that, again, doesn't mean you have to go buy diamonds and platinum. Simple things that are maybe even minimalistic or things you collect over time can really make you feel that emotion. So everything you wear on you should make you feel happy. Otherwise, what's the point? Why are you even putting it on if it's meaningless and just kind of a placeholder or even grabs attention away from you? there's really no point in doing that. And my advice is, if you don't have any jewelry pieces, or you're saving up, or you can't yet afford it, just don't wear them at all. This is what I did for the longest time. I wasn't really a huge fan of jewelry, and I think subconsciously I just didn't like looking like I'm decorated with ornaments. I only wore fine jewelry that was gifted by grandparents or my mom, something very sentimental or something that I purchased after wanting it, right? And every time I put it on, I know that this is a reflection of someone's love to me, that it's a reflection of my own love to me, or it reminds me of a certain accomplishment I made, and it makes me feel good every time I put something on that feels like quality. So really think about that. And the last thing that will really cheapen the look in terms of jewelry is you have to be conscious to avoid certain pieces, such as flimsy pieces that are in style or anything that's really trending. Oftentimes, a celebrity or influencer will wear something that is maybe even a designer piece, and all other brands will try to replicate it for a lower cost, and it costs like $15 or $10, and everybody buys it knowing that it's not the same thing. It doesn't have the same meaning or value, but it's just kind of trending all around. So already that makes it look like you're not going first class with your life, which is what I teach on this channel. Go first class. So if you can't purchase it, just don't wear it at all. Find something else to accessorize with, but don't go down for those trendy, cheapy items that will go out of style in a month until someone else makes something that is the new trend, and then all the other brands replicate it. Really save up, like I said, for something that's very special to you and that will have a meaning for you. So avoid weird colors, weird shapes, common shapes, like everyone loves the infinity sign. I know that was a huge trend come like 5 or 10 years ago, but things like that, or little stars, that's not really, I would say, meaningful. It's a little bit juvenile, and if you are of a younger age, of course, that's a different story. But even thinking back, honestly, to my childhood, I'm Russian, so the traditions were to kind of receive jewelry as gifts for like very, very special occasions, maybe when I graduate high school or, school, and my grandparents would give me earrings, and it would be like the big gift. And I just remember receiving these quality pieces, and again, they weren't crazy expensive, but they were very, very meaningful, and I never remember getting into those like trendy little things, right? It's the earrings that you literally have. I got them as a gift when I was very, very young, and I still have them to this day, like decades later, which is insane. It just shows how much value those hold. Name a piece of jewelry that you have that is kind of like a fashion jewelry that lasted that long. You can't. You won't be able to name a piece because they break down after a few wears. They're completely meaningless. So anyways, end of rants and end of reasons. So pay attention to these things when selecting. Change your mindset from trendy to meaningful and mindfulness shopping and purchasing. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Check out my program, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.